How you doing, people? Robert here, AKA Robess Anti-Corruption Scotland. We're up at Glasgow Sheriff Court with the man Ian that's standing in front of the camera. I'm at the back of the camera filming, and the reason I'm filming is because it's about his case today. Corruption again prevailed within this corporate place of business, shithole called Glasgow Sheriff Court. We paid liars as usual, making false claims. The case was based on child support. The man has been paying child support to the families, that's his families, all the time. But they've decided that the man acting in capacity as Secretary of State is making a claim, a false claim for child support, and they've also put in a third party interloper to take collection costs off him as well. The bill the last time started at £15,000. He received a letter on Friday there. It went up to £80,000, but when we went in there today in the court, it's went back down to £15,000. The man has stood and argued his case. I've come up here at short notice to assist the man to try and get the case put back so we could take this case further and prepare it properly. But the judge kind of railroaded him. She wasn't having it. She didn't like the fact that he challenged the status of person in the act. Didn't like the challenge of the person in direct. They couldn't verify that he was a person. She wouldn't interact. When I went in, the clerk got abrupt with me at the start as well. But we sorted that out. They don't like me in this court, people, because they know that I know the game, and they know that I know that they're all paid liars and fraudsters working for a legal system, legal society. They're all scumbags at the end of the day, right? It doesn't matter who they are, right? That's what they are. So what we've did is we've had to wait till the guy come back to the civil department, and we've now got the documents to try and lodge an appeal. I don't use their paperwork, but because this man is doing his way, it's his case, and I'm not going to trespass on it because I don't want to cause him a problem with what I do, because he's doing well and I'm proud of what he's did, and I'm proud that I've come up here this morning to sit with this man and help him, direct him in the process in these kangaroo corporate places of business. Now, Ian, what do you think about the figures, mate? The figures have got a massive discrepancy in it, from 15,000 to 80,000, and then all of a sudden they've decided that it's only 15,000. What have you got to say about that? What do you make of that?
Well, it was first of all, when the letter came through on Friday, it was quite confusing and very stressful to see that it had jumped by such a huge amount. But what was interesting when we got into the court was that that paperwork was just put aside, and suddenly we were back down to £15,000. The reason that we were back here today was the first hearing was adjourned so that the advocate for the fictitious creature called Department of Work and Pensions could put together the figures of what I should owe, and that has now been ignored, so there was no reason for us to come back here today at all. It was interesting too that when the order was made, there was no question about how much I earned or any other such requirement that should be made if a fine or any other payment is to be made to an applicant.
So we're clear on this, people. People know what I do, right? I'm good at what I do because I've been doing it for 12 and a half years and I've got locked up umpteen times with these scumbags in the court, right? The thing of the matter is, Department of Work and Pensions, there is no man or woman called that. That's where the fraud is. And plus the fact, when you go in there, they don't recognise you, hear you, or see you. The Sheriff Care, I explained I was there to assist the man and give him direction, but I wasn't involved in the case, but I was there to help him. I was a qualified paralegal, qualified in law. And once I had finished, she said that she wouldn't accept me speaking again. So when I had to assist the man in the middle of the process, I had to write it in a book, right, just to protect this man's rights. I didn't want to cause a controversy in the court with a numpty Care, right? She's a paid liar, and I'm telling you that. And for anybody in Glasgow Sheriff Court that's watching this video, you're the lowest of the lowest, and I'll verify that under a charge of perjury anywhere, right? You know what you're doing, and you're causing delicts of harm against people in these courts. You're committing fraud upon the court, coercion and bully tactics, and it's not acceptable. You think that you're dealing with a thing called a person when you're actually dealing with a living man, because only a living man can appear. Anyway, I'm doing this video, people, because it's not about doing the video, and it's not about me being in the video. It's to expose what's going on here today. So we're going to take this to the next level. We've got 28 days to sort the paperwork out to get it sorted. I'm going to assist this man. This morning I came up here at short notice to assist this man, and I'm glad I did, Because I says to Ian today that I would think if I would not be here and my parents was not here, that they would have tried to hit him for the £80,000. The idiot in the robe in the court says to the court that they're accepting the amount of £15,000, but they might come back with another application to go for the rest. How dare they? As I says, people, you can't trust these people. I've got a ABC rule. Accept nothing for people in a legal system, legal society. They're all paid liars and scumbags. Believe nothing for people in a legal system, legal society. They're all paid liars and scumbags. And challenge everything. No matter how big or how small, everything is open to challenge, and never forget that. Anyway, I would like to thank Ian for letting me do this video with him, because it's an important video, because it's exposing more corruption within this corporate place of business, because this isn't a sovereign court. And under the Clearfield Doctrine, 2008 all courts were made private corporations, the same as the government. And the characteristics, as I tell you before, changes. If it's a corporation, they're bound by contract law. But that was another argument the man Ian had with the woman acting in capacity as sheriff, that the contract, she says that she's obliged with the act and she has to enforce the act. There's no contract in place, but she's a liar, people, and that's a fact. And I'll verify that under a charge of perjury. Anyway, Ian, I would like to thank you for giving me the opportunity to come here today and support you and give you some direction and help in this matter. It's appreciated, mate. I'm just sorry I didn't get more involved. I was assisting you in the past. I'm just sorry I didn't get more involved relating to being beside you all the way through this process, because it's been going on a while. But I'm with you now, and I'm going to assist you to the next step on the ladder, to the appeal court in Edinburgh, which is another fraud. That's why that's set up, so you don't get anywhere, people. You can't trust these courts. As I says, they're all paid liars, fraudsters, scammers, and traitors to the people. And traitors, they wouldn't even know what law was if it jumped up and slapped them in the mouth. Anyway, people, I'm going to leave it there. Again, Ian, thank you for letting me come and help you, and thank you for the cup of tea and the sandwich, mate. I appreciate it. Right.
Thanks for the time and effort you give me.
Please, people, share this video far and wide, because this is important for the people. Thank you, people. Take care. Be safe, and I'll speak soon.